Hey, how's everybody doing this evening? I want to talk a little bit about Bitcoin and EOS and Ethereum. And the reason I want to talk about this is because I was just at the gym and I was in the steam room and I was talking to some people about it. And I kind of think a lot of people don't understand Bitcoin. They just think it's some sort of currency backed by something. Actually, Bitcoin is built on a blockchain, and a blockchain is just protocol, just like HTTP. So in HTTP, you create a little bit of information, you put it on a computer, somebody searches that address and they find it, and that's the way the internet works. So blockchain is just computing power. So whenever you have a transaction in the blockchain, it has to be proved and it has to be archived, which is the open ledger. For doing that, you get Bitcoin. You get a product. You get some sort of payment for the computing power that it takes in order to prove the transaction. That's all Bitcoin is. Very basic, very simple. Bitcoin. Now you have other cryptocurrencies coming along, which is Ethereum and EOS. Now, all these are, which is really interesting, which is a logical conclusion, is they're taking the blockchain and they're using the blockchain to be able to do applications. So an application is, for instance, like Uber. Uber is an application, and I mean a very basic application where somebody needs a ride, somebody has a car, we bring them together online, somebody wrote an application for that, and they meet them up together and we got a deal. So on the blockchain, it's transparent. The blockchain is, wow, someone dropped a bunch of weights. It's transparent, it's anonymous, and it's safe. And that's the blockchain. Transparent, anonymous, and safe. So now we can build applications on the blockchain. And like Uber can be built on the blockchain. Whatever application you want to have can now be built in this open, anonymous, safe, provable platform, which is the blockchain. EOS does it in, I think it is C++, and Ethereum uses the language of Solidity. Solidity is a combination of JavaScript and C++, and I think a little Python. So you're going to be able to go to the blockchain, do what we call a smart contract, which is you can create anything you want to create with these languages and have this all transparent through the blockchain. And how this is going to change our world is infinitely, I can't say that word, but it will change our world everywhere you can imagine. Because not only will you be able to create an application like Uber, you'll be able to create an application with Uber and not have to go through a third party to verify the transaction. Like with Uber, you have to have a MasterCard or Visa or some sort of credit card on file with Uber. Now you can just do it through Ethereum and through EOS through their coin. And not only will you be able to write any kind of application you want to write in. Another instance for an application would be like, I've had ideas for applications. In fact, I think I got one going right now, which is efamous.com. So it takes people that are internet that have social internet personalities, and it matches them up with people that have audiences. And so we bring them together, and when we bring those people together, they can monetize their social media. You could create applications like that on the blockchain. And the blockchain, not only that, you can sell houses on the blockchain, you could sell cars on the blockchain, you could sell real estate on the blockchain, commercial real estate. You could check because it's a database, which is simply just a computer with information on it, and that database is able to be seen by anybody, and at the same time the database is safe, and there's ability to transfer funds back and forth on this database or on this blockchain, and it's all provable and legitimate. And you can't counterfeit it. You can't duplicate it. You can't make a side agreement or anything like that. It's all very transparent. So that's what the blockchain is. Ethereum, EOS, and there's going to be I think there's over 1,000 cryptocurrencies right now. Believe me, this is the wave of the future. I listened to this young guy that did Ethereum. He's like 24, 25 years old. He's from Canada. He's from originally, I think his family's from Russia. But anyway, I listened to him talk, and I was around way before these guys were even thought of. And I remember when we started building websites on the internet in 1995, and we did it with the HTTP protocol. You open up Notepad, you put a little HTTP in the Notepad, you upload it to the server, FTP it to the server. Somebody looks for that address, and they find it on your server, and you can match them up. That's a protocol. That's all that the blockchain is, the protocol. And see how it matches people up on the internet. Now we can use it to complete contracts, and then to have some sort of compensation or completion of the contract by the payment at the same time, all without a third party. So that's why these cryptocurrencies are going crazy, because people are starting to see the possibilities of what can be done with the blockchain, and it's going to revolutionize the way we live, just like the internet has. I basically think of it the same way. I think of the cryptocurrencies as the internet in 1995. We haven't even seen the bubble yet. We haven't even started the bubble yet. It's not even close to starting, and it's going to go on for a long time. The interesting thing to me is that when you listen to this guy, I can't remember his name, that developed Ethereum, he makes it sound very hard and complicated because he's a very intelligent guy. So you just kind of trust him. You go, wow, man, I hope he knows what he's talking about. I know it's because none of this has been done yet. None of the Ethereum or none of the EOS I don't think there's even one contract or one application running on any of these yet. I mean, Bitcoin is running because it's just simply very simple. It's just the mining of these Bitcoin by computing power, so that you can prove a transaction. That's pretty basic stuff. That's pretty simple stuff. I've seen people program the blockchain, and it's pretty basic. But when you have thousands or maybe millions of contracts going on, or millions of transactions going on, that's where all the computing power comes in, and then there's competition for that transaction too. So anyway, I'll try to make some more videos on EOS, Ethereum, blockchain, cryptocurrencies, and all that stuff, because, like I say, I'm a programmer, been around for a long time. I don't program, and I think Ethereum's in Solidity. I have never programmed in that, but it's just a combination of a couple of the languages I know. But anyway, I appreciate you watching, and like I said, I'll make some more, hopefully from a perspective of being around the internet for a long time, kind of videos about Ethereum and blockchain and Bitcoin and EOS and all this good stuff. So appreciate you watching. Thank you.